underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival.
How are we all? Welcome back. Third time lucky. 3 times you've had me tonight. Honestly, it's getting a little bit sore. Let's just say I'm looking forward to this because we've done the Bristol City match preview, but then we've been dominated with Bristol City fans tonight. We had Annie in from AH Robbins Talk for the match preview alongside Burnley fellow YouTubers Turfcast as well. But I've got the brains of Bristol about to come in soon. I don't think he's ever been called that before. And the look of shock on his face in the green room. It's always nice to speak to Anthony. So Anthony will be coming in as well. Thank you and appreciate everybody showing the channel your love and support. Do really appreciate every single one of you. Get your predictions in as well in the chat. Let us know what you think, how you think the games are going to go. Every single game is going ahead in the Championship this weekend. Even Luton against Blackburn, even though Luton's close to London. I thought that one may got called off, but it's going ahead. All 12 games are being played. So we will predict those in the coming hour. And also, I just need you to do me a big favour. Please smash the likes on this video. Absolutely smash them to high heaven. Also, please do subscribe to the channel if you're new. And also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of any more videos that we have coming up. You can find us on social media, Facebook, all that jazz, everything but OnlyFans. And this is where you can find them. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Anthony Herbert. How you doing?
Not too bad, Dan. I'd tell you so much to introduce me like that. Bloody hell, the brains of Bristol. I've never been called that, but I've been called worse.
How have you been, mate? Are you all right? Everything good? The family well?
Yeah, we're all good here. You know, obviously we were shocked about the sad news about the Queen, weren't we? And obviously the right thing to do was obviously cancel the football in honour of Her Majesty the Queen. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that football, you know, is I'm glad he's back, but I can understand obviously the reasons of last week. So, you know.
Yeah, no, it's totally understandable. I mean, let people know where they can find you. I'm sure you're popping around everywhere. Like you said, I think you said as well that you've got your own little segment on a show now as well. So feel free to plug that as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can find me on my socials. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at my name at Anthony Herbert. You can also find me on SPT TV. You can also find me on Football United TV. But I'm hosting a show on there called Gunners of All Corners. We did our show last week, my first ever hosting show. So, you know, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the nerves kicked in a little bit. The palms were sweaty.
It's
And
as soon as the intro stops, that's it. You think, shit, I'm in it now. That's it. I've got to do it.
yeah, yeah. And my backside was going like that, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was bricking it. But in all fairness, it wasn't a bad show. It was good.
No, I've just got to say something. I've just noticed while we're talking that it sort of looks like we're both sat on the same sofa, but with two separate cameras. It looks like the sofa sort of
It
matches
does, yeah.
along. But
It
just like,
matches, yeah, yeah.
look at that. Let's have
Oh,
a
hang
nice
on, wrong
cuddle
hand, wrong
together.
hand, wrong hand, wrong hand.
But no, I like that. I like the look of that. So yeah,
I
please
do,
do
yeah.
go show
Dan, can you
your
do us a
support.
favour? Can you pass me my beer, please, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. 1 second. Oh, it's over here with it. Nice one. There you go, pal.
Oh, cheers, mate.
So you can obviously check out Anthony. I mean, look, you can check him out throughout this. He's here for the next hour. So you can check out and admire it. Admire him as you may wish. But you can also check out his Twitter. The link to Anthony's Twitter is in the description of the video. So please do go show your support there. As I said, there is 12 fixtures to go through, and both our teams are obviously up against each other, and both doing well. I mean,
Yeah.
was you expecting Bristol City to start the season so well this season?
To be honest with you, no, I wasn't. Over the last couple of seasons, we haven't been great. We've been a little bit poor, but we've just been hanging on in there, like sort of thing. Finishing round about the 14th mark
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. So it's just under mid-table we've been finishing. The reason being because since obviously we're getting over COVID now, that's almost gone. But since then, we've been getting rid of our players, our good players. We've been selling them. The reason being because after COVID, we got hit by a debt of around 40 million, I believe. So obviously we had to sell players to obviously cover that debt.
yeah,
We kept a couple back, not very many, just a few, and what we like to call Project Youth is coming to the first squad, well, the first team, if you like, and they're doing really well. So is good on them. I think what it is, I think with Nigel Pearson out, I think he's really he's got through to the players now. And he's there's no ifs or buts now. He's going to be when I see make or break. I don't think we're going to get promoted. To be honest with you, I think the playoffs would be nice, but then again, I'll be happy with eighth or ninth in the table. So.
no, anything better than last season's finish has got to be seen as a positive, hasn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. It was just so poor yesterday, last season, sorry. And then, because I was going down the ground a few times last season, and that. I went once. I've only been once this season. That was against Sunderland. So no, that was a bit. That was a bit of a downer, but.
No, I'm going to say that obviously. Did it finish 2-0 Norwich the other night?
No, no. We went to basically the final score was 3-2.
Yeah.
We lost last night to Norwich 3-2. It was just the
Last
we
time I
was
saw
too
it, I think Norwich were 2-0 up. That's all last time I saw it, so I didn't see it any after that.
yeah, we went 2-0 down. It was something stupid like within the first 20 minutes of the game. And it was down to defensive errors. Seeing the goals and that the defense wasn't there really. They were everywhere on the pitch, and when the ball was played through, you're there shouting, thinking, well, where's the bloody defence to? But in all fairness, they got back into the game. I mean, our young striker at the minute, Conway, what a striker he is. I think he's what, 21, maybe 22. But
Yeah, only a young lad, isn't it?
he's coming on leaps and bounds in that, and I think we've obviously got Wyman up front. He scores a few goals, and obviously Wells up front as well. You're familiar with him, aren't you?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but yeah, I mean, our second goal, it was a bit weird because one of our players we got tackled just down by the 18-yard box, which we should have had a free kick. Then the ball was passed through into the penalty area. Then our player got taken down in the penalty area, which should have obviously thought we'd been a penalty. And then we played on and scored. So it made up for it.
Every
So
cloud.
yeah. So yeah, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, coming back from being 2-0 down to come well, scoring 2 goals, because to be honest with you, Norwich, as they got relegated from the Prem last season. They haven't really sold any of their players, have they? Norwich.
No,
I mean, they got
no, they've managed to keep the bulk of the squad
both
pretty
the
much
squad.
together. Yeah,
So they're gonna be up there. I feel that they'll win the Premier League, the Championship. Sorry.
championship.
But yeah, that's where I reckon they do well. Norwich this season.
No, fair shout, fair shout. Couple of comments then before we get into it. Doug's in. He says, "Good evening. Good evening to yourself,
Very good.
Mr. Horn. Hope you are well." Luke's back again. Back again. These Forest fans, they creep out the wood with like woodlice, aren't they? But hope you're well, Luke. Hope you are. Big up to yourself. Kate says, "Hi, you little devil, you." I wonder whether she's talking to me or you, Anthony. I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure, but hi, Kate. I hope you're doing well, my love.
Doug's saying hi to you as well, Anthony, and says that we are two top geezers.
Oh, cheers, Doug. Thank you very much.
Much
He is as well.
appreciated. Much appreciated. I think this is Kate's comment to me saying about people can ogle at you for an hour. Kate's asked if she can. So I think the above might be to you. Might be to you. But then she said, just joking. Don't worry, this is how it worked. I thought I was in with a chance, and then that was it. She pissed on me hopes.
Yeah.
But you know what it's like. Chloroform's a wonderful thing. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Oh.
That's the problem with this show. It can go absolutely from talking football to talking shart in seconds, can't it?
Right in second. Yeah, it's true. But I tell you what, yeah, I got to be honest with you, Dan. You know me. I watch your stream all the time, your shows and that, and I put comments in. We even have a laugh and a joke through the comments as well.
Yeah, of
And
course
it's a good show. Dan's doing really well with good content. If you haven't liked or subscribed, just make sure you do. And what subs are you on now, Dan? If you don't mind me asking?
665, I think now.
665. Right. So by New Year, let's get down on 700.
I'm hoping so.
Fingers crossed.
I'm hoping for 700 by Christmas and hopefully 1K by the end of the season.
End of the
But
season.
I need to obviously push that content out and not hope that it pays off. But we shall see.
Exactly.
Doug's in with the jokes already. Knew that was coming. I saw this one on his wall earlier though, so I wasn't bart into it. But he says people are shocked to find out that I'm not a very good electrician. Hair raising, so I've heard. Especially on the reviews. Mr. Welch is in. Chris Welch, evening lads. Hope you're well. Back in from work. Bloody hell, you've been working late, and I thought it shut at 5. Have you been doing some late nights with the old co-worker? You dirty dog, you. But hope you are well, Chris. The missus is saying, I was definitely joking. I'm not that sort of girl. These Yorkshire folk, she's got me down to a T. I'm a little whippet. And talks back. It says, evening, folks. Evening to yourself, talk. Hope you are well as well. Big up to your fan self, my man. As I said, please do go show your support to Football versus Cancer. I will shout that channel out to the high heavens because it is a charity channel and I think it deserves a lot of support. And I think what Talk does with not just, how he's mentioned, and he's been there for other people. He's just an absolute all-round great guy. So please do go show your support. Chris says it's called grafting. I don't get into that nonsense. I'm not down with you millennials. I'm old school. So sorry for getting it wrong. Do they still do that these days and all that? Who knows? West side, east side. Luke says, just another Burnley fan who's jealous. I'm not jealous. You're just keeping Burnley's position in the Premier League warm. Calm down. Simon says, "How do fellas on the night shift?" Ooh. on the old night
Ooh,
shift. Well, hopefully we can help you through it, mate.
um,
Hopefully we can help you through.
yeah,
From
that's
one
got to be
down
hard
to another.
working nights.
Yeah, sod that. From
Yeah,
one down to another. Hello, brother. I'm here like always. He certainly is like shit in a field. Barrow on tour is in the house. Anton says, thanks, Dan and Anthony. No problem at all. Not a problem. Right, let's get into it then. Let's get into these predictions. As I say, it is week 8. I'd like to say it's week 8, but that's just on the fact that we only cover the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Friday sometimes fixtures. We don't bother with the
yeah,
Tuesday ones when it comes to the predictions. But so every team is playing on Saturday this week. Literally everyone is playing on Saturday, and we start off with a trip to Wales in the afternoon. Swansea against Hull. Swansea have been quite poor, I'd say. They've been quite poor. Hull, on the other hand, have spent a lot of money. What have you made of these two teams, and how do you see it going?
well, it's like what you said. Swansea, they have been quite poor of recent. They haven't been to their expectation. Played to a certain level where you think they're going to be. Hull, they haven't been too bad. But we've played against them as well, and I'm not going to say the result. The, but yeah, I can. This is going to be a good game. This be a good game. I think if I was obviously going to predict a scoreline here, Dan, do you know what? I'll go for a 1-1.
Going for a 1-1.
Yeah, go for a draw, 1-1 draw.
Interesting. Interesting. Kate's not put it in the chat because she's playing a game on the Xbox, but she's gone for a Swansea win.
Mm,
I, however, have gone for Hull. I just think, to be fair, I don't know why I've done that, because obviously they had their midfielder win, I think, Championship Player of the Month.
yeah,
So sometimes you get that little curse when you win those awards, don't you? And it can bite
yeah,
you in the backside.
yeah.
Um,
It can be. Yeah, only takes them to play like just one. I mean, everybody has a down game, don't they? You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
So it is what it is. But then again, it's like what you said, player of the month, and then suddenly like that, they start playing, they start going down then, don't they? Downhill for a bit for the first couple of
they do.
games.
That's what I
So
mean. I don't understand it with Swansea, because they've got the players. They had Joe Pyro banging them in for fun last
yeah,
season. Even Michael Obafemi, the Irish striker, were getting his fair share. And I think the thing is with Michael Obafemi, I don't think he's even been getting game time, because he was very, very close to a move to Burnley on deadline day. And I think he
he
wanted
was,
that move. And ever since then, he spat his dummy out. And apparently he was made to train with the under-21s from what we're hearing. But, Swansea need to sort that out. I think, is it Russ Martin who's the manager there?
yeah.
Yeah. Needs to sort that out quick, because a lot of people predicted Swansea to be in and around the mix come the end of the season. Doug's saying 2-1
Mhm.
to Hull. Kate's finally put a comment in and said Swansea. Um, Chris says, funny man, you, John, made me laugh, as you can tell. And then Dan has put in as well, remember, lads and lasses, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to Turf Morehouse TV. Up the Clarets. Well said, mate. Well said. So please do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Luke said Swansea 1, Hull 1. Like you said, he's gone for the same thing. Chris is
Yeah.
going for Hull 1-0. And then also says Russell Martin is the blind leading the blind. That I must agree with. I'm going to try and swap our cameras over if it lets me, but it's not letting me. And now it has. As soon as I say it's not, it does it. Typical.
So, yeah.
Absolutely typical. So yeah, obviously a nice even split. Kate with the home side, myself with the away, and you straight on the proverbial fence, or as we like to call it, the Forian fence. It's named after Chris because he sits on the fence all the time. So it's the nice Forian fence.
Yeah.
There's in no way sponsored. If he's looking for any credit out of this, it is in no way sponsored. But next up on that list, a trip to Birmingham, which means this game won't get called off because Coventry are away. But Birmingham, another team that have surprised me this season. I tipped them to go down, and as I say, I know it's still early days. We're not even 10 games in, but this is one of those games that could potentially be a goal fest or very dry and last on the EFL highlights.
Yeah, it can be. I think going back a while ago, there was a Birmingham and Coventry game, and it was a goal fest. If I remember correctly, I think the score was 3-2. If I remember correctly, it may have been Birmingham that won 3-2. But you know what, Dan? With me saying that, that's the scoreline I'm going to go for, 3-2, and
To the Brummies.
I'm going to go to the Brummies. Yeah, I got to.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Kate's gone for Birmingham. I've gone for Birmingham. Just to let you know, I've put all mine in already, and I've already got Kate's in there as well. So yeah, I've gone for Birmingham, same as you. So it's a full house. Nobody expects Coventry to get anything at St Andrews. Barrow says, "Can I get a score prediction for Newport Barrow?" Newport have been poor. Funnily enough, they're having a Barnsley sort of thing. They were up there in the playoffs last year, in the playoff final the year before, and now it looks like they're in for a very tough season. I think you'll nick that. I think you should win that.
2-1.
So I'll go for Barrow 1-0. What are you saying for that one? I know it's off the cuff, but how do you see it panning?
2-1 Barrow.
2-1 Barrow. Not wrong with that. Luke says Birmingham 2, Coventry 0. Not bad.
I just think Mike Green comes in and sees that as well.
Yeah, I've not seen Matt for a while. I wonder where he's been, but I know he's obviously settled down in a relationship and stuff. And sometimes at the start of a relationship, he's going to be a busy boy.
Yeah, and where's his missus from?
Shadsworth? Oh no, not that rough. Bristol.
No. Bristol. Yeah, she put him in his place, I'll tell you.
Oh, definitely. Don't have too. Don't go down there drinking a strongbow, thinking you're King Dick, because you're not. Look, Barrow says, love to hear that we're predicting a good old Barrow win. I don't know what it is, but my audio's just gone very, very funny for some reason. But I think I've sorted it. So we shall see. The big one then. The big one. At Turf Moor, Saturday, 3 p.m. Myself versus you, sorry, being the home side. But, we will have banter. We will probably drop each other some messages come Saturday. And
we certainly will. We certainly will.
How do you see it? Because it's two teams that are very much in form.
It's two teams, obviously, is very much in form, and is obviously from obviously the last game, Norwich, and obviously yourselves. That's two tough teams that's come down from the Premier League last season. So,
yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? So, and you've brought in a couple of players as well, a few players as well. So, and we have I think we bought the Luton's best player last season. We got him in this season, and we bought a striker from bloody Forest Green as well. You know what? I know what I think I know what you and Kate is going to go for. I can't see it. So do you know what? I'm going to go for a draw on this one, Dan. I'm going to go for a 1-1.
No, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Kate's gone for a Burnley win, obviously, she says. Simon's gone for 3-1 to the Clarets as well. I'd love to say that Burnley will win this, but I'm with you, and I've already put it in. We at the moment can't seem to get past a draw. We keep drawing with teams left, right, and centre. We've only had 2 wins all season. The rest have been draws, and obviously the one loss at Watford. But no, I'm with you. I'm totally with you, mate. I'm sat on the Forest fence with you this time. So at least you've got a mate to talk to.
Yeah, trouble is though, we're so poor. We're poor at the back of it. We're more. We seem to be stronger in midfield and up front. This season,
do you think that's
you
why
know.
you've got that success? Because it's sort of a you score four, we'll score five sort of way of looking at it.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. It's like what I said with about Nigel Pearson. He's obviously, we've got a few youth players that's come up into the first team, and I think he's actually saying to them, is great. He's getting across to them, and I think that's what he's doing, and it shows the performances on the pitch. Obviously we do score goals, but we let goals in every now and then, and sometimes it's been stupid goals. I mean, against Norwich, for instance, if it weren't for those two defensive errors, Bristol City could have won that last night, 2-1.
Yeah,
And obviously gone up the table. We most probably have been second, well, obviously second, but I just feel that sometimes we do take our foot off the gas every now and then, and we do stupid things on the pitch. And it just infuriates you more when you're actually at the stadium watching it. You know, but
yeah,
it's just the way how it is. But yeah, we can play stupid it sometimes, and putting stupid tackles, or we don't defend well. So that's Bristol City for you, unfortunately. But this season has been really good so far. But I got to say, I've been really enjoying it. But it takes time. It
yeah,
really takes time, because we could have got rid of Pearson last year. There was talks about it as well, mine, and Nigel
yeah.
Pearson could have
I
been
mean,
going.
Pearson looked like he were ready to walk at the beginning of the season as well, didn't he? So
It was, and the rumor was, obviously, because the rumor is that Nigel Pearson, he likes to drink, doesn't he? So
yeah,
he actually phoned up the chairman, Steve Lansdown, and he said, "What the FNL can I do with these players?" And that was it.
well,
But since then, he's gone into that changing room, and he's actually said in one of his interviews, he's actually he's shaken up the changing room a bit, and he's winning it, the changing room. So that's it.
oh, as long as you can get the method right and what you're saying works, is you can't
Yeah,
fault it. You can't fault it. And he's one of a dying breed of managers as well, Pearson, isn't he? Where he's one of the old guard sort of thing. That them sort of managers that you used to have that come into a club, they're not just, oh, I'm here to pick a team or make signings. I am.
yeah,
This club is my club, and I am going to make sure that I know the chairman's doing his bit. I'm going to make sure the tea lady's in on time. I'm going to make sure that the physios are, doing the whole collective. And you don't get a managers like that hardly
no, you
anymore
don't.
these days.
Yeah, he must have told him he fights wolves.
He must have done. Must have done. Chris Welch says 2-1 Burnley. Luke has gone for Burnley 2, Bristol City 2. Chris
Yeah,
then adds as well, I think it will end 2-1 either way. I see it being that type of game. Yeah, it could easily be like that. He
yeah,
then goes on to say, how's ex-Carlisle right back George Tanner doing at Bristol City?
yeah. He's not doing too bad. He's doing all right. Yeah, he's right. He's there. He's playing really well. He made a bit of a defensive error against Norwich. So, but then again, they all did. All the defenders did. So, but yeah, there's obviously I got mates that's City fans. They speak highly of him as well. So yeah, so he ain't doing too bad. He'll do all right.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. Right, we could talk Burnley, Bristol all day since they're our clubs.
Yeah,
But just down the road, I say just down the road, a nice trip through Todmorden, Halifax, and all that jazz. You end up at Huddersfield, at the John Smith Stadium. Cardiff make the trip from Wales. Huddersfield obviously just sacked Danny Schofield, so now on the lookout for a new manager. Or will the players play like they have a point to prove? Cardiff also starting to find their feet a little bit, starting to grind out some the odd result. But again, this is another mismatch on paper. How do you see this one?
yeah, it is a mismatch on paper. But trouble is that you find when these teams aren't playing well and they sack their managers, when the number two manager takes over, normally they play well and they end up winning a game. So
Yeah,
basically, they end up scoring, scoring a goal, trying your best to keep a clean sheet, and obviously going on to win the game 1-0. Personally, I think this is what this game is going to be. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win. And do you know what? I'm going to go for a shocker on this one. I'm going to go 1-0 Huddersfield.
1-0 Huddersfield. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you're the only one. You're the only one who has, because me and Kit have gone for Cardiff. But
Mm.
you never know. This is football. It is all a matter. It is all about opinion, and obviously preference. How you think it will go, and
Yeah, that's like it. I think, to be honest with you, on recent history as well, it's not good form when Bristol City plays Cardiff, and sometimes it's when we play Swansea as well. Is there's a bit of rivalry, even though you got Cardiff and Swansea, you got that rivalry there between them.
yeah,
I think a little bit you've got us within that equation as well. Bristol City with obviously Cardiff and Swansea. They when you go down there, you watch the game against any one of them. The amount of police you actually see outside the stadium is unreal.
yeah.
So
Ninian Park were known for it, weren't it? Because you were so close to the
yeah,
pitch and to the away end were so close to the home fans. They used to chuck bricks in and all sorts. It were fucking horrible, horrible
yeah,
place
it
for
is.
Ninian Park.
Yeah,
But that's the thing that you're coming up against. And I mean, I've got to say here what Chris has said. Whoever decided to appoint Schofield needs to go to the doctors to say it nicely. If you want to send that for the attention of Dean Hoyle, chairman of Huddersfield Town Football Club, um, feel free. But yeah, I think he tried to appoint in house and thought that it
yeah,
would work, and it hasn't. And whoever they bring in, hopefully, needs to get it right. I think personally, they should try everything and throw everything at trying to bring David Wagner back, because I think as we've seen with people like David Moyes at West Ham going back for a second stint,
yeah,
sometimes it can be a baptism in disguise. He also says Huddersfield 2, Cardiff 0. Sacking the manager has changed my mind. These snobby players always end up playing when the manager gets sacked. Yeah, I think players like Sober Thomas, who spat his dummy out after one good season after a signing from, again, Forest Green Rovers. I think these players just think they can become big time overnight. But yeah, 1-0
yeah.
Huddersfield, not a bad shout. Me and Kate back in Cardiff. And I think you can tell which way I have gone for this next one. Luton against
Blackburn.
Bastard. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Was you going to say Bastardburn? Was you going to say, or
But it is Luton against Blackburn at Kenilworth Road, and Luton trying to obviously emulate what they did last season, trying to sneak into that playoff hunt. Blackburn thought they'd won the league in August. I mean, they thought they'd won it in September last year, but yeah, seemed to have dropped off a little bit. Apart from obviously I think the last game. The last game they beat Watford 2-0 at Ewood Park. So a bit of
yeah?
in and out, inconsistent form. But Nathan Jones as Luton, can you see them getting anything at home?
You know what, if you look at the table and the way how it is and the way how they play, you would most probably say, yeah, you most probably would favour Luton. But Blackburn's one of those teams that can pull something out of the bag unexpectedly. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean? The so it's going to be. It is going
usually a
to. I
nap
think it's
or a
going
P45.
to. It is going to be. It is going to be a good game. This one. It's certainly going to have a couple. It's certainly going to have a few goals in it. Uh, Dan, you're going to hate me for
Feel
this.
feel free to say it. Feel free to say it. I'm
You
used
know
to Kate
what?
predicting him to win.
I I'm I'm going to go. I'm going to go Blackburn for a win, and I'm going to go 2-1. It's only going to be by the odd goal.
No, it's totally up to you who you go for. But you have gone down in my estimation, you prick. Well, no. To be fair, Kate's went for Blackburn for a few times, and she said the sofa were comfy, so you know it's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I don't hold a grudge. But no,
No,
it
it
is
is
an even
comfy.
split.
Yeah, that's
It's an
comfy. It is comfy. Dan's on one end, and I'm on the other.
So you've gone for Blackburn. Kate has gone straight
Yeah.
down the middle. She's currently sat on the Forest fence, where I've gone for Luton. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Uh, sometimes I struggle to even predict them for a draw. But yeah, Kate's gone for the draw. I've gone for Luton at home, and you've
Chris has gone
gone
the
for the
same as me.
you've gone for the unwashed. But yeah, Chris has said the same as you. 2-1 to Blackburn.
Yeah.
Luke says pointless decision in appointing him just to rush to get a manager in before the start of the season, then sack him in like 8 games. I'm obviously talking about Danny Schofield at Huddersfield. Chris says I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Well, not wrong with that. You'd be the cleanest man in Carlisle. I'll tell you that. Especially when that steam train rolls in from Settle. Bloody hell. Talk about carbon emissions. Anyway, that's don't worry. You will not see me in Parliament one day. Simon says, boo, correct, boo. And we need a collective boo for Anthony. I need to bring that in. I need to bring that in for match previews as well when people agree to pineapple on pizza.
Oh, that's the best. I can't believe you don't like it.
Oh, you've just predicted bastards and said pineapple on pizza is good in the same fucking breath. Jesus, I know why it's been so long since you've been on. I knew there was a reason.
Have you seen the video? There's a video on YouTube, and what it is The Rock, and Kevin Hart, and it was a question on there.
Oh, yeah,
Should
they
there be?
did.
Yes, should there be pineapple on pizza? And The Rock went definitely, and then it was like what was it? Kevin Hart went no, and he went no. What do you mean? He said, "What are you weird or something?" He went no. He said, "Pineapple's a fruit. It don't belong on a pizza."
No,
And The Rock went,
but then yet again, we say that, but tomatoes are fruit as well, isn't it? And
exactly.
but
And then he's part of Hawaiian, isn't he? The Rocks, and that's what they like. They like their pineapple. He likes his pizza, so that's the reason why he
yeah,
said,
it's
yeah,
of that
go
sort of
pizza.
Hawaiian sort of descent, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
sort of character. Simon's gone for 2-0 Luton. Chris says, luckily, I won't be seeing you in Carlisle. Well, me and the missus were actually speaking about it today, doing the Settle to Carlisle train journey, to be fair, at some point. So, yeah, I might just come to Carlisle, get off at the train, stop, shout, fuck you, Chris, and then jump back on and come home. You know, just because the sooner you get there, the sooner you leave. But Higgy's in, good old Ben Higgy's in. He says 1-0 Luton. Take that. Simon says, get him off now. Pineapple on pizza and a Blackburn win. What is this man
Yeah.
talking? Even
I want
Talker
to
said, no. Pineapple on pizza should be punished. I bring back stoning in the town centres for people that eat pineapple on pizza.
Well, I'm very surprised with Talk. Very surprised because he's a man. He told me he's a man that can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and he would not put on any weight at all. But he's the man that loves to know what's in your fridge. He loves fridges. He does, honestly. And every time we're on a stream and we finished it and we're chatting backstage, I tell him and I show him what's in my fridge and in my cupboards. He wants to know, and I go, right, I got this, I got that. He went, oh, that's brilliant, mate. Oh, I love that. Oh, blimey, do you have that one so? He said, yes, I do. So, oh, you're the man. He's like, yeah, he's. Do you know what? He's a good lad, Talk, and all the best to
Yeah,
him.
he's a cracking bloke, absolutely cracking bloke. Talking about him like he's not even here. As soon as he says goodbye, that's it. We can talk the real stuff after that, Colin. No, I'm joking. But,
Laugh out loud, cuz. Cheers, cuz.
Kate says, should I leave now? Pineapple on pizza all the way. Can't beat an Hawaiian.
Yeah,
An Hawaiian
see,
holiday.
Kate's got sense. Kate's got sense. Dan, you got to take a leaf out of Kate's book. Seriously.
Take a leaf out of a book. She'll expect me to put it on a pizza, same as bloody pineapple. Not taking any leaves. Be more shit on a pizza. Luke says pineapple on a pizza is like your arch rivals winning promotion. Yeesh. Yeah, you don't want to see it, and it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. That's all I'll say. Anyway, I think we've give these dirty, unwashed, inbred horse fiddlers enough airtime in this show. So sod Blackburn, and your now love and affection for them. And we'll go to another game that I thought potentially may have been called off. Millwall against Blackpool. Blackpool's such a hit and miss side this season. They obviously lost Josh Bowler, the midfielder, on deadline day in a bit of a strange move. Signs for Forest, but then Marinakis sent him over to Olympiacos. I don't understand how they can get away with this, get away with it and stuff. So Blackpool lost their key creative midfielder. Millwall, not much to say about Millwall, to be fair. How do you see this one panning out?
You know what, Dan? No matter who Millwall plays, I just want them to lose. Seriously, I hate them. I've gone down Ashton Gate and watched City play against them a few times. You know, the fact that they're all the cocky ones is always up for a fight. We all know what Millwall fans are like. I went there. Was it? It was last season, and I'm glad we beat them. We beat them 3-2. We went a goal down, then put it back to 1-1, then went 2-1, 2-2, then beat them 3-2. I think
Just to
it
stop
was
you there,
four.
Anthony, which team are we talking about? Narrow it down to which team that you're on about that beat.
Oh, sorry, Millwall. Millwall. I'm on about
No,
Millwall.
I'm on about which team beat Millwall. Southampton, Arsenal, Bristol City. Who are it? Which one?
Oh, Bristol City. Bristol City. Bristol City. Yeah, I know this. Shoot, yeah. Bristol City. And yeah, and I'm glad we actually beat them because they were so vile. There was one thing that the team did do. I don't know whether to say. I mean, obviously, I went down there and there was booze all around Ashton Gate, and the reason being was because the whole team, the Millwall team, they never took the knee. Not one player.
Wow.
Not one player.
Wow.
And this is true. And you should have heard all the boos around Ashton Gate, and we were shouting. Obviously, they were shouting out abuse. We were shouting back, sort of thing. And yeah, and to be honest with you, we showed them in the end what we were made of, and we beat them 3-2. And I walked out that stadium, basically went into the nearest pub, got pissed, came home, missus wasn't happy, and I had to crash out on the sofa. But that didn't bother me. All that mattered was about the win. That was
Yeah.
it. That was it.
When it comes to football, you do not get between a man and his beloved team. I'll tell you something. We all know that feeling.
That's right. I always say to the missus, I say, look, love, look, you're here, I love you dearly, but football came first. And
You can change your missus. You can never change your football team.
that's right. It's in the heart. It's in the blood.
Oh, I maybe shouldn't have said that. Kate's literally put the Xbox controller down and is tapping furiously on the phone right now. So I'm expecting a nice little comment coming up. Not that I'm planning to change her because you've grown into football. So before you get on your high horse, I am not aiming it at you. I'm just saying.
Sorry, Kate.
It's all right.
Oh,
She's playing that card. She's playing that card. Funny coming from someone who wore Man United pajamas. You know what? Fair play. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I was young. I was naive. I was brainwashed. I was locked in a cellar and forced to wear it.
And you put it on. I mean, it could have been worse, though, Dan. It could have been worse. It could have been, you know what?
It could.
It could.
It could.
Got, yeah.
It could have been Leicester.
Yeah. Or them, yeah.
Kate says, don't believe a word he says. Traitor. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. But yeah, why's the laptop going slow? Luke says, personally, I would have just left him be at Blackpool. We've got enough pointless. Well, when you signed him, I thought, when you signed Josh Bowler, I thought maybe loan him back to Blackpool for the season if he's not going to get game time at
Yeah.
Forest. But you've sent him out to Olympiacos, which is going to do sweet FA for the way Forest are going to set up. You want him to still be
Yeah.
in and getting the hard knocks in English football instead of a team that's, okay, you're going to have success with them, but at what cost? You're going to have success in a team, even with a bang average performance. At Blackpool, he's going to have to play to its top ability week in, week out. But that said, how do you see it going? Do you think Millwall get it, or have you got Blackpool down for this one?
No, I'm going to go Blackpool. I'm going to go. Sod it. I'm going to go. Yeah, let's go 3-1 Blackpool.
3-1 Blackpool.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. So that's 2 away games on the bounce. You've gone for Blackburn and Blackpool to win on the road. Me and Kate have both gone for the draw in this one. I just think Millwall at home against Blackpool. You don't know what you're going to get from Blackpool. I can see it, but I would prefer Blackpool to win, as much as we didn't think we had a rivalry with them until we played them, and we drew 3-3, and it looked like it were about to kick off. But I agree with what Chris has said there, and I'll get to that in a moment. He said, the teams I support only loves them my life. Simple as that, really. Talk real facts, 100%. Luke's gone for 2-0 Blackpool as well. And as Chris says here, this is the comment I was going to mention. He doesn't rate Michael Appleton at all. No, the only Appleton I ever rated was the 2 that were in All Saints when I were a kid. Weren't one of them? Did one of them go out with Liam Gallagher at one point?
Yes, I think, was that Natalie Appleton?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, because I think that was after they split up with Patsy Kensit, wasn't it?
Could be.
Yeah, he split up with
I just
Patsy,
remember seeing a picture of them two together. Good old in my old Smash Hits magazine that I used to buy from shop as a kid. But does Anthony support us then? Because we play in red. He's a Forest fan.
I've actually got family that lives in Nottingham, and I don't. But I've got to be honest with you. I totally loved and respect your old manager, Brian Clough. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
he was absolutely fantastic, and at the time he should have been England manager, but obviously he didn't get the job because of he wanted to do it his own way. So, but yeah, that's a good thing. That's the best thing. That's obviously, as you know, apart from the team back then, but having a manager like Brian Clough as well was absolutely fantastic.
definitely. A team that have got back-to-back home games, and obviously you played them very recently. Norwich up against West Brom. This should be a decent battle. Dean Smith against Steve Bruce. How do you see this one going at Carrow Road?
Do you know what? I can see this. This is going to be a game with not lots of goals in it. I am going to say that. I personally think it's got a draw written all over it. So, you know what? I'm going to go one apiece on this one.
No, why not? Why not? It's a tough game to call. Obviously, Norwich have been decent so far this season. When a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I expect West Brom to be up there," I thought, "Are you fucking joking? It's managed by Steve Bruce. What crack pipe have you been on?" But
Yeah.
he's proving some doubters wrong. Is Steve Bruce?
He has, yeah. Do you know what? Steve Bruce, for him to be in a championship and to manage obviously a championship team, he's like how can I say? he's like a top manager that's in the Championship, but he can't. If for some particular reason, he can't really do it in the Premier League, can he? He just
No,
can't. Whether it's the teams that he's managed, and obviously they got a certain budget to spend, and sometimes they don't spend. But it's like what I said. But yeah, I mean, if you're in the Championship, you want a manager. Steve Bruce is not a bad manager to have in the Championship. But yeah, I could see this one being a draw on this one, so I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw.
no, that's fair shout. Fair shout. Kate's gone for Norwich, and then she said, "Got to go." Where the fucking hell are you going? Oh, I do know where she's going. She's going to pick her mum up from work. I've just remembered. It's just twigged. So got to go. Read my predictions, please. I'll let people know what you're predicting. Listen to the show on the road. Get the Bluetooth on in the car and link me up to radio, so I can call your mum some names while she's in car.
Yeah.
Just randomly start slagging your mum in the comments.
Already, no, but
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare.
So as long as if Kate hears when I say to you, Sudan, how is the mother-in-law? I'd be like, oh, there it is. The volume's down.
Oh, she's my mother-in-law. She's got a face like a shithouse door. She needs a rooting, a shooting, and fucking executing. But that's just my perspective. Everybody else thinks she's a really nice woman. No, jokes aside, she's absolutely great as Joe. Can't fault her.
That's good.
It's a joke. It was a song from a long time ago that I'd heard, and it just came back into my mind. So don't worry about it. She's saying rude. Excuse me. I love your mum to bits, and you know it.
Yeah, I expect if Dan says she's a lovely woman, then she's a lovely woman, Kate.
That's me getting it in neck now. You are no longer invited to family events. Luke says, wouldn't know myself because wasn't even born. From what I've seen on YouTube, what a team. Went the captain twice, John McGovern on stadium tours. Nice. That's what you say about the Man United kit. Oh, leave it with the Man United shit, will you? I don't even support them. Honestly, I had more support for the fucking Spice Girls, and you know I did. Has anyone seen England's 22 World Cup kits? Yes, the home shirt is disgusting, looks like a training top. The away shirt, I think, is absolutely banging.
Yeah, I second that, yeah.
It's just that home shirt is just, it's naff. It's absolutely naff. But Kate says, I know, I saw the wallpaper. I did. Growing up, that's my admission. I did have Spice Girls wallpaper as a youngster.
Oh my god!
No wonder my parents questioned me when I got older. Like, are you all right? Do you know? How are you? How are you feeling? What you thinking? Do you need help?
Yeah. I bet, Dan. I bet when you left school, you got a bit older. You started going into nightclubs. A Spice Girls song would come on. You go, yes! Come on, lads, let's go on the dance floor. And you'd be the only one down there dancing.
Oh, I would. Kate says there, Man United kit on and Spice Girls wallpaper. Look at that. That's something that you wouldn't want. I don't even think an inmate on death row would ask for it, would they really? So it's we all make mistakes growing up. You learn your errors. You learn your errors of your ways.
Yeah.
But Luke says, think Kate listens to your annoying voice enough, Dan, on the radio. Bloody hell, that's torture. It is torture. It is. Kate says, you won't get anything in the neck from me. No, that's true. And she says there, just to clarify, he's a changed man. I did. Change my boxes this morning. I'm really fucking proud of myself. They actually read Thursday now. The last one's I had on it. It's been Sunday all week in these buggers.
You know what, Bang? You said you was actually old school. I'm surprised you haven't got you don't wear Y fronts.
Well, someone put on Twitter, you'll remember where you were when you heard the news of the Queen passing. And I said, to be fair, I was sat in the front room with Sky News on. I just scratched my bollocks, and to make sure that I was being respectful, I didn't scratch my nose straight after. And I said it as a joke.
Yeah.
To be fair, it got a few likes and a few people laughed about it. And in no way did I mean it disrespectfully. So
No.
people took it light-hearted, and they knew that, it's one of those jokes. From a male perspective, you think about it, you think, yeah, it's that scratch and sniff tactic that we all, the pinch and roll. The pinch and roll, as we like.
Yeah. But bloody yeah, that's easy to go, isn't it? Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and
Easy.
sniff is old school. Pinch
Scratch
and roll.
sniff. Yeah. You'd be there scratching on the
Remember that at
post and
school as well?
sniffing at
Smell the
it.
cheese. Bang.
Yeah. Bang, straight in your face, yeah.
Proper old school. Chris says, I don't know who Spice Girls are. I don't listen to music.
Fair play, Chris. You won't want to either. Sorry, Dan.
Oh, no, to be fair, it's a lesson you don't need teaching in, honestly. Spice Girls nowadays, you'd think, right, I'm staying away from that street corner. Put it that way. Luke says, probably had a crush on Andre Gray's girlfriend who's in Spice Girls. No, she's in Little Mix. She's in Little Mix. And the only reason I know that is because obviously Andre Gray was at Burnley. She wore a Burnley shirt in a picture. And me, two young girls, we took them to see Little Mix before they split up. So as they listened to them all the time. So yeah, that's the only reason why. Don't worry, there's no Little Mix wallpaper in the bedroom, nothing like that, just to clarify. Like Kate said, I am a changed man. That doesn't mean I've changed from Spice Girls to Little Mix. But speaking of which...
Not Picky Mix, then?
No, not even Bombay Mix. Sod it.
No.
No, not even Bombay Mix. That's it. Nah. Chris says, I think music is a load of nonsense and garbage, rather listening to cats being strangled. All right. Well, then, go on YouTube and type in Spice Girls.
Yeah.
But no, jokes aside, let's get back to the footy. So, as I say, myself and Kate have gone for Norwich, and you have gone for the on the fence with a 1-1 draw. Burnley played these Tuesday night. Preston at Deepdale up against league leaders Sheffield United. How do you?
Oh, he's gone. Well, Dan, if you want me to just carry on a second, I can co-host your show if you like. I'm going to go for a Sheffield United win on this one. The reason being, oh, he's back.
Sorry, mate,
there,
I don't
Dan?
know what's happened there. My phone has conked out. So I don't know what happened. So I've had to go to the laptop and hope that it works. I'm going to try and sort the phone out. I don't know what it's doing. It did this before, and it pissed me right off.
Yeah. It was going slow, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking nightmare. Ugh. Virgin Media wank stains.
Dan,
not,
be careful.
how do you think
Be
this
careful.
one?
Kate's mum's in the car. She got you on the radio.
That's why she's probably reported me and got me banned.
And you come round and said Wankstein.
To be fair, it's probably what Talk said. It probably is. My phone's probably overheated and give up. But then, yet again, my phone's been hotter than that. My phone has been hotter than that. It was hot. I don't know. I'll give it a few minutes and we'll talk through this. But I'll have to have the camera off because the camera quality is
that's
not.
right,
But yeah, how do you
right,
see
mate.
this one going? Top of the league, Sheffield United away at Preston. Preston with one of the best defensive records in the league. How do you see it?
Do you know what? This is going to be a good game, good clash between two good sides. Like what you said, Preston good in defence. Sheffield United both good in defence and attack. To me, Dan, I think it's going to go one way. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sheffield United win. Reason being, I think the players that they've got there, and they're playing really well. They're one of my favourites to get promoted this season as well, along with Norwich City. I think this is going to be your top two teams, Norwich and Sheffield United.
No, not bad at all. Not a bad shout at all.
Yeah.
Me and Kate have both gone for Sheffield United as well, so it's a full house on that front. Chris said Dan's better looking now with the camera off anyway. Just messing, but no, it's
no, I'm joking.
it's one of them things we've been talking about it recently because cost of everything these days, it's just getting ridiculous. And
yeah,
they keep saying they're putting the service up, the price up, and Kate's got the basic package, for Virgin Media, and they charge it's like £70 a month. And I'm just thinking, what's the point in that? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And they say it's getting better. It's getting worse. It's cutting out at least once or twice an hour. And it's not like we live in a fucking field in the middle of nowhere. So it's a strange situation. I don't get it. Russ is in. Russ is in. He says Preston 1, Sheffield United 0. Not too bad a prediction that at all. Obviously, Preston struggling to get the ball in the back of the net, but we shall see. Chris said 1-1. Simon's got to go. As I say, he's in for a long night ahead. But up the Clarets, mate. Good luck to yourself, and I'm sure we'll speak soon on Twitter. As I said to you, I need to talk to you about getting the old Fire Stick legally sorted. So we will speak soon. I'm sure of it. But yeah, I'm going to test to see if the phone's working again in a moment. But I will let you take the run on this one then. QPR against Stoke. Stoke so hit and miss. But again, have been surprising with a few of their results.
Yeah, they have. They have been hit and miss, and they've pulled out a couple of results. QPR hasn't been that bad. They're not fantastic. They're just sort of average QPR, or just below average. Do you know what? If I was obviously I am a betting man, to be honest with you, Dan. If I was a betting man, I would most probably have to put this down as a draw, to be honest with you, and I'll most probably put this down as a 1-1 draw. I don't think there's pretty much difference between the both sides, to be honest with you. I mean, Stoke I know has pulled a couple of results out the bag, but I just feel that he's going to be he's just got a draw written all over this.
No, right, that's fair enough. I'll put you down for the draw. It is an even split in this one as well. Kate's gone for QPR to nick it. I've gone for Stoke to get the result, even though they've been shite on the road apart from one or two results. To be fair, I don't think I'm going to get it back on the phone. It's playing up like no tomorrow. I really don't understand it.
So we're going to miss your answer.
It's not the internet, as Kate said there. It's not the net. It's the phone. I wonder if it's the phone that's, as Talk said, it's probably just heated up a little bit too much. This is why I need a proper setup.
It does. The phone does overheat. When I did my first stream, my mobile phone, so that was on my mobile phone, and it was quite hot. My phone after coming off that stream, and that was only an hour.
The third one I've done tonight as well. So if I'm doing 3 via my phone, it's going to be like woof. It's going to be like picking a ball off a barbecue where it's going. But yeah, no. A draw. You've said. As I say, Kate's gone for QPR. I've gone for Stoke. We will get these games wrapped up. I'm sorry if the audio's not as great. I'm sorry if it's picking up only half of the words I'm saying. I hope it is not too bad and you can understand me, and at least you, Anthony, can hear what I'm saying. That's the main thing, I suppose. But let's get into the next one then. Watford took a beating off Blackburn on Tuesday night, a 2-0 loss. Their fans were on their case. The Watford keeper, Danny Backman, actually turned around to them and said, listen, back us. Don't start slagging us, back us. And to be honest with you, I expect them back at Vicarage Road probably to try and put it right.
Well, do you know what? I think since Sunderland's come up, we actually played against them. We lost against Sunderland. they beat us. And this is where we thought, well, blimey, selling all our players, and and obviously I talked to you about the £40 million debt that we were in the beginning part of the season. That obviously gradually paying that off, like obviously for selling players. And then when they come in and beat us, we were like, God, blimey, here we go. So it was just like, but that was it. But it's like what I said. It's just it is what it is. I'm going to go for a Watford win on this one, Dan, but you don't underestimate Sunderland. They haven't played too badly since they've got promoted. They've been an average team this season, but it's like what we said. It's too early in the season so far. But in this game, I'm going to go for a Watford win, and I'm going to go for 2-0 Watford.
No, that's fair enough. 2-0 Watford. I've gone for Watford as well. I've gone for Watford, and Kate's gone for the draw. For some reason, it said the internet went off on my phone, but then it didn't go off on the laptop. So I'm hoping it doesn't go off. So I will try and get through these last two before anything messes up, because it's like there's a fucking devil in this house that wants to piss me off tonight. And I thought she'd gone to pick her mum up. So
I think, oh my God. Oh.
So let's swiftly move on then to Wigan against Reading. Another tough one. Wigan have took a couple of beatings this season. Reading,
Yeah.
Reading, one of my surprise packages in the first 8 or 9 games.
You know what? Reading was one of the teams that you could have predicted to relegation.
I predicted them to go down.
Yeah. But they're not doing that bad, are they?
No.
To be honest with you. I think with this score, with this game, I think there's going to be, I think there's going to be a game with goals in it. To be honest with you, Dan, it's going to be. I think it's going to be by one goal, but I think it's going to be like a high scoring game. You know what? I'm going to go for a Reading win on this one. I'm going to go 3-2 Reading.
Ooh, interesting. Kate's
Yeah.
gone for Reading. Kate went for a Reading win. I think she's looking back at the picture I sent her earlier when she were doing her predictions. But yeah, Kate's gone for Reading as well as yourself. I've took Kate's place on the fence. I'm gone for a draw down the middle. I'm going to see if I can get back on via the phone. So bear with me just a second. Tell us again, Anthony, where people can find you and your stuff while I sort this.
Yeah, sure. You can find me at my socials. You can find me at on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My name, Anthony Herbert. Of course, you can find me on SVT TV, and also you can find me on Football United TV. The new host of Gunners from All Corners on that one. So make sure to tune in. That airs tomorrow at 9 o'clock on Friday.
No, happy days. Can you hear me all right?
Oh, I can hear you all right, Chris. Chris? I called you Chris then. Yeah, I can hear you that. Yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah.
It's all right. It's just going a bit funny and crashing on the phone, so I just want to make sure it's all right.
Yeah. You can hear.
I don't know why it's doing this.
You are louder on this one now. You can hear it better.
Right, 1 second. I will try and use the laptop. I will go back to the laptop. It's pissing me off. I'm fed up of this shit.
Oh God. You're a legend, you are, Dan.
I cannot win. Honestly, pissing me right off that. And Kate knows I'm only joking. She knows I'm only pulling her leg. And a good leg. She hurt her other leg when she went on a walk with her dad the other night, other week. But she says, I need a new fella. I deserve better. You do deserve better. I'm nothing. I'm nothing without you. So please don't go. Kate says, I brought the paper with me with my predictions because I'm dedicated. Please do focus on driving because I want you to get home in one piece. The predictions are everything. Just because you're top of the leaderboard doesn't mean you have to, get home in one piece. That's the main thing. Kate says, I'll just finish this tragic relationship. It'll hurt more. Please don't. And I doubt it. I don't know. We were saying earlier, we were talking while having lunch, and we were saying about people that from Tower.
Yeah.
And she said how she sort of reminisces with somebody called Amber. And I said, who? Amber Heard? And she not the best thing to say in the middle of a restaurant. Put it one way.
Well,
She was like, I was like, look at them. I said, I don't know who's got more stronger hands. I said, you or Prince Charles. I mean, it's size of them. She knows it's all in jest, and she knows it's all a laugh. But she's parked up. She's parked up.
Yeah.
So
Well done. She's sat there waiting for her bum. She's going to listen to these score predictions now. So, Dan, be on your best behaviour, mind, because
I will be on my best behaviour.
Women have very good hearing. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They could hear a bomb going off from 7 towns away, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a C, pure evil. I'm not pure evil. You give just as good as you get, you little shit. So don't come at me saying, oh, look at me, I'm all innocent. Honestly, you're like the wicked stepmother in Flaming Cinderella. But she knows it's just a joke. And I know that I'm going to get another beating when this has ended. Either way, speaking of ending, because she's out, we're on the last game and it gives me a chance to hide. Middlesbrough against Rotherham. Chris Wilder's Borough just starting to get a bit of rhythm. Rotherham, another team who I thought would do pretty shit and probably not barely get any results, probably drop. But again, they've been quite surprising as well in this first 8 games.
Yeah, they have been, Rotherham. Yeah, they pulled a couple of results out the bag and got a few draws as well. So they're gradually picking up points, slowly moving up the table. Middlesbrough, they've had a few problems there, Middlesbrough, aren't they, Blake? So it's but do you know what? Sometimes when teams play really well, it comes to an end, doesn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to say is, it's all right. I'm just trying to multitask and talk and try and read Kate's comments. I'm going to go. I've always gone for a Middlesbrough win when I bet them, and they've always bloody let me down. So I'm not gonna bet them. So do you know what? I'm gonna go for. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Rotherham win. I'll go 2-1 Rotherham.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Kate's gone for Rotherham, as I say. Russ is saying Rotherham to win 3-0 again. I've gone for Borough. I've done the same as you. I've backed him, and I'm like, come on, get that win, will you?
Yeah, I want to see Middlesbrough to win, but every time I put Middlesbrough down for a win, they always bloody lose, and it's true.
Wow. No, it's as I say, it's all about opinion. The scores at the moment, by the way, because I didn't say it at the start, Kate's leading the pack with 17 correct results so far with the predictions that we've done. The guests who you're playing for are in second with 14. And as always, rock bottom doing dog shit is myself with 12. So I was going to say at least I'm on the leaderboard, but there's only 3 of us. So I'm just trying to find a positive out of a negative. So, it can all change. It's still very, very early doors. Kate says it's heaving out tonight. You'd think it were the weekend. Wow. So it seems people are out and about on a Thursday night. Thursday. It's is it not all like college and uni, all new college and uni students? So would it like a freshers week and stuff like that?
Oh, it could be.
So is that why that's probably might be why it's even on a Thursday night, all cheap drinks and stuff like that. But
it's like what they call. Well, we call it in Bristol. It sounds weird, but with young people like 16, 17-year-olds. I think they used to call it something like nappy night, didn't they, or something stupid like that. Yeah,
Wow. Never heard that one.
That's what they call it, nappy night. Yeah, well, in Bristol they call it nappy night. And we used to take the mick out of the young ones that used to go into town and do it. And then, but you didn't dare tell them that it was like, oh, it was a thing that I used to do in the past, like it's 17, 16, like, and go into a nightclub on a Thursday night, because going into a nightclub in Bristol on Thursday night and you're like 17, you for some particular reason you got less chance of being asked for ID. And that's why people used to go drinking on a Thursday night, coming to work, and bloody hanging the next morning. So on a Friday morning, like you're like, oh, have you been drinking? Yeah. I can remember once I'd done that, I was sick in the toilet. God, how many times I had to rush to the toilet to be sick. I think I was like sick about 4 or 5 times. And we were just literally on shorts all night. Look at that. Oh my God. I thought I ain't doing this again.
No, I don't blame you. I do
No.
not blame you. I'm going to try and see if I can get in on the phone one last time before we wrap it up, just because it works on the phone. It's easy to wrap up on the phone. I'm going to see if it
Yeah.
works. I've left it for a little bit. Hopefully it does, but it's going really slow. I might need to restart my phone. I'm fed up with this shit now. But Luke says, well done, Kate. Dan, up your game, mate. Yeah, I definitely need to up my game. It's just one of them things. Right, let's see if it lets me in. It is, but very slowly. I've battered it off. Sod it. I can't be asked. Just going to pee me off. It's just going to pee me off. Luke says, will the fair thing at college be the fair thing at college then? Normally happens in first 2 weeks. Yeah, could be, mate. Well, could be. I'll wrap it up before it gets even worse than what it is. I'm sorry about this, people. This is what happens when you're trying to do it on your phone and you're trying to, you've got a laptop that's a school laptop, your stepson's school laptop, and you're trying to make it work. But I just want to give you the best content I can. And if the channel grows, hopefully, I'll be able to afford the better stuff and things like that. I suppose that's how these YouTubers get all their opportunities. But thank you very much for tonight, for your support, for getting involved in the chat. As I say, I can't help with what's going on with the phone, the internet, whatever's gone on. But, good luck to everybody's teams this weekend. Anthony, thank you again for coming on. Fingers crossed we can get through a stream without all this shit show.
Yeah,
happening.
that's same, Dan. That's same. Don't worry about it, mate. I always watch your...
Always having you on.
Yeah, I always watch your streams, and I always put some comments, some kind of funny commenting, all that in. I do enjoy your content. I do watch it pretty much all the time when I can, and I just think you're just like a nice bloke, chilled, mellow, down to earth, and that's what I like to see on a stream. I like this as well. This is like Sky Sports News, isn't it? This bit going at the bottom.
Well, I did have. In fact, where was it? Let me have a look. I don't know whether it's in this one or not. I know. In fact, I'll show you when we've ended. I'll show you when we've ended, so I don't mess everything up. But thank you very much for.
Yeah, it's come up here now. It's come up at the bottom. Breaking news. Dan is now a Spice Girls fan. Oh my God!
That's the only spice I'm into now. Paprika.
And we just found out, and thank you, Kate. We just found out tonight on tonight's stream that Dan's second favourite team is Manchester United. You heard it here, folks.
Can't stand them. The thing is, it was one of those as a kid where I didn't know much about football, and Man United were the team at the top, and I just went, I'm backing them. When I first went to my first Burnley game, that's when I was a bit like, oh wow, like the stadium and everything else. I just sort of fell in love at that point. So ever since then, everything's been Burnley, and since probably about the age of 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So, we've all had our crosses to burn, and parents that stick you in different kits and stuff like that. But
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I know a lad
Definitely.
who's a Man City fan, and there's a picture of him as a kid in a Man United, um, shirt, and it gets put up on his wall every time he talks about Man City, and he's like, "Fuck
Yeah.
off!" I wish that shirt, that picture never made circulation and stuff. But
No. Well, it's like with me and my brother, because we're obviously, both from Bristol, and I supported Bristol City, and he supported Bristol Rovers, and I took him down the ground, took him down Ashton Gate. I said, "Look, come and watch a decent game of football." I said, "Sod that crap, Bristol Rovers." He went, "Oh, right then." Paid for him, got in there, and guess what? Just like that, after one game, he was a Bristol City fan.
we just
Amazing,
what
isn't it?
just what you need. One game. Big up to yourself, Swans away days. Hope you are well. As I say, we're just wrapping it up here, because complications and all sorts of shit. Just yeah, flaming. Oh, now my ears just popped and all. Brilliant. It's all happening. It's all happening. Thursday night's going off with a bang here, especially my eardrum. Fucking hell, now it's ringing. Anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for your support, your love. I will happily wear it. Do appreciate you all. Anthony, please, again, let everyone know where they can support you and show your love. I know there's a link to your Twitter in the description. But again, shout out yourself and your socials. And I'm sure we'll speak again soon over the coming weekend.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, on my socials, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My name is Anthony Herbert. You can also find me on SVT TV, and you can find me on Football United TV, where tomorrow night I'll be hosting a stream called Gunners from All Corners.
Happy days. So please do go and show your support to Anthony and his new show as well. Get yourself in there and show your support, because he's a cracking guy, cracking laugh.
Yeah.
And no matter who he supports, it's
Spice
all
Girls.
a laugh at the end of the day. It's all a laugh at the end of the day. But thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I do appreciate you all. As I say, it's been a bit of a funny one with the way it's gone. But
Yeah.
thanks a lot. Please like, subscribe, and obviously hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I do have better Wi-Fi. And we will see you with another video real soon. All the best.
I'll
And
see you, Dan. Yeah.
cheers,
Bye,
pal.
Kate. Have a nice drive back home, Kate. Bye.
Yeah, I'm off to go hard under a rock now before she comes back.
Yeah.
Probably the
I'm
best
in the
thing to do.
garden. I'm in the garden behind the shed, Dan.
Yeah, I'll try. Although she's probably made me a bed up out there at shed as well, saying you're out here tonight. Good luck.
Yeah, that's what my missus says to me. You're out in the shed tonight. That's what we call the
I
dog
thought
house.
that's all right. That's where all cold. That's where I'll just take a couple of cold cans in there and stay cold
Yeah,
over there.
yeah,
I'll be warm once I get my beer jacket on.
yeah.
But thanks again, Anthony. Really do appreciate it. And thanks everyone for watching, getting involved in the comments. We will be back potentially Saturday night with a match reaction. We shall see. Depends how the night goes. But Burnley Bristol City this weekend for the pair of us. And obviously both teams battling it out up there in the playoff spots. So let's see how it goes. So thank you very much. Take care. All the best and enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.